This was a true test of a man.
A tribute in the Tennessee State House for the Waffle House hero, James Shaw Jr., credited with saving dozens of lives during Sunday's horrific shooting outside Nashville, Tennessee.
You were confronted with the most unspeakable evil imaginable, and you acted with the utmost honor, heroism imaginable.
New details are emerging of the man who allegedly killed 4 young people, captured after a harrowing 34-hour manhunt. His previous brushes with the law, an arrest at the White House, and his bizarre assertion that Taylor Swift was stalking him. Authorities say the alleged shooter, 29-year-old Travis Reinking, had an alarming stockpile at his home. A search warrant indicating investigators found more than 1,000 rounds of ammunition, 1 Remington rifle, 2 scopes, and a laptop. A local business owner tells ABC News his store wiped clean before the shooting. Police not confirming this.
Do you have any question about your charges or your bond?
No, I don't.
Reinking is under mandatory medical observation, charged with 4 counts of murder from Sunday's rampage. His bond, which was once set at $2 million, has now been revoked.
Does he seem remorseful in any way?
I haven't heard that word.
It was early Sunday morning after a night of clubbing with a buddy. James Shaw Jr. stopped at the Waffle House in the town of Antioch, as he told my colleague Good Morning America co-anchor Michael Strahan.
It was about 3:17-ish when we walked in. I saw his face.
Witnesses at Waffle House say they spotted Reinking sitting in his pickup truck in the parking lot. Then, at 3:23 a.m., police say Reinking got out of his truck wearing nothing but a green jacket, wielding this AR-15 assault rifle, first fatally shooting 2 people outside the Waffle House before coming inside to continue his rampage. Shaw, a 29-year-old electrician, realized he had to act.
He shot actually through that door, and one of the bullets grazed me. I think that's when I became alert about the situation. It was like there's no running from this.
The suspect stopping briefly to reload.
The barrel of the gun was down, so that's when I took my opportunity, wrestling it from him, and I ran through the door at full speed, hit him with the door, and took the gun and threw it over the bar, and then I took him and myself outside the restaurant.
His hands still blistered and burned from grabbing the piping hot gun.
I just knew it was me or him.
Without his weapon, police say the suspect fled the scene on foot.
He went to his apartment, put on a pair of pants, and then went to a wood line behind the apartment.
But this tragedy cutting short 4 young lives, all of the victims in their 20s. There was Aquila De Silva, 23, a student and aspiring rap artist and music producer. Aquila's older brother mourned the loss of his baby sibling to CBS.
He looked up to me, but I looked up to him at the same time because he was real smart. He was a real good guy, never got in trouble, none of that.
De'Ebony Groves, a 21-year-old Dean's List student at Nashville's Belmont University, remembered for her dream of becoming a social worker. 29-year-old Tarian Sonderland, a longtime employee of the Waffle House. And 20-year-old Joe Perez, who worked as a subcontractor, was shot in the parking lot. His mother posting on Facebook, "Our lives are shattered." After the shooting, Reinking disappeared and the town on edge. Neighbors fearful the killer could be hiding in their backyards. Chanel, you actually spotted Reinking yesterday here at this apartment complex.
Yeah, around 6:15 yesterday morning, I was throwing out a dirty diaper and I saw him running along this gate right here. He had on like dark colored pants, navy.
Hundreds of police and heavily armed officers went door to door in an exhaustive search.
There's too many places to hide around here.
From a distance, it looks like this guy. He's got mud all over him.
In the end, a tip from a citizen led to Reinking's arrest on Monday afternoon.
I'd get somebody over here. This is right where he lived. It's that suspect y'all are looking for.
Reinking cornered by a swarm of officers, cuffed in the woods behind his own apartment complex, less than 1 mile from the Waffle House.
Detective Williams drew down on the suspect. The suspect proned out. He told him to get on the ground. He got on the ground immediately.
Police say he was armed when he was captured.
When he was caught, he did have a maroon shirt, dark jeans, and a black backpack with, again, a silver Kimbrough semi-automatic weapon.
Now, there are growing questions over Reinking's repeated brushes with the law. This video, released yesterday, shows a dangerous pursuit of a stolen BMW from last Tuesday. Police now saying it was Reinking behind the wheel.
The vehicle was recovered from Reinking's apartment complex. But I would hasten to add that they had no idea who the man was.
Reinking had at least 5 other known incidents with various law enforcement agencies. In July 2017, he was arrested by the Secret Service for trespassing in a restricted area near the White House, saying he wanted to speak with President Trump. After that incident, state and local authorities seized the 4 guns he had with him, turning them over to his father. Police say his father later gave them all back to his son, including the rifle Ryan King is accused of using to gun down his victims on Sunday.
How concerned are you that Travis Ryan King was able to slip through the cracks?
We were able to effectively neutralize what we felt was the threat at the time by ensuring that he did not have the ability to purchase or own weapons.
Ryan King's father now under federal investigation.
Should your father be held responsible for giving you those guns?
Authorities working to determine whether he violated federal law by allegedly giving guns back to his son after Ryan King's permit was revoked.
Clearly, it was the wrong thing to do. Travis had already had a track record of being inappropriate and potentially violent. And so he is a person that should not have firearms.
Questions about Ryan King's mental health also raising red flags. In May of 2016, police were called to a CVS parking lot in Colorado. According to the incident report, Ryan King was convinced Taylor Swift was stalking and harassing him, and that she had hacked his Netflix account and told him to meet her at the Dairy Queen. His parents told officers that he made comments about killing himself. James Shaw Jr., the man who stopped the gunman, has said he's no hero. His efforts to help the victims have been nothing short of Herculean.
I'm not a hero. I'm just a regular person. And I think
on a GoFundMe page to raise money for the victims' memorials, his initial $15,000 goal was quickly matched, and now more than $115,000 raised. And in return, a GoFundMe was started for him, raising more than $100,000 for his recovery and his 4-year-old daughter's college fund.
I actually tried to count the hairs on her eyelashes just because I was just like, I almost didn't see you anymore.
At the Tennessee State House today, others sang his praises.
He's a best friend. He's a great man. You can see he's very humble.
And perhaps that's the surest sign of a true hero.
I'm very grateful to be here.
A man like James Shaw Jr., who doesn't think he is.
In me saving lives, I saved other lives. So that's probably one of the greatest things I think you could do.
For Nightline, I'm Ariel Reshef, ABC News.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.